Hi everyone, it's Dee from Turtle Dove. How's everyone going today? I'm doing well. I'm going to have my little granddaughter up for a couple of hours later on this morning. She's the 16-month-old, Hazel. She's so cute. And we might go for a walk. But before I do that, I thought I would come on. I have been wanting to make a few more Christmas cards for family, and I bought these gift tags, these Disney gift tags from Aldi the other week, and I thought it would be fun to use these on the card. So this is what I've come up with. I turned it into a shaker card. I'm just using the plain blue ready-made cards and envelopes that I buy. Look at that, isn't that cute? So that's what I'll be making, another one of these. So let's get started. Now these I buy, there's a set of 6 for $3. So you get the card and the envelope, and this is from the browsing. So I'll grab one of those out. I won't worry about the envelope just yet because I don't want it to get that dirty. There's a little bit of a little nick there, so I'll just cut that off. That's better. So these are sort of pearlescent, these cards. You've got to be careful because some cards you can't tell in the plastic, you know, what they're like. But these ones aren't bad at all. So what I did to make the shaker, see the package that it comes in? It's got this plastic cover on the top, and then I've got the flat sides. So I just cut around it and used that top bit. So I'll do that. I sort of cut it a bit close in some areas, but the design, I don't think, as long as I've got a little bit of a lip there to stick down, I'm going to be sticking down the pom-pom balls along the edge, which will further make sure that that's not going to go anywhere. So which one should I pick? I think I will pick this one. So I often buy tags and use them as ephemera. I'm just going to cut that down. Where's my bin? And take the paper off. And hopefully not ruin the plastic at the top. And it doesn't matter if the paper's still stuck to the plastic, because you won't see that. I'm going to embellish that. But I'll just take off as much as I can. Take the tags off. So I can make all sorts of things with those tags and use them as tags as well and further embellish them. I think that is about all I'm going to get off. It's all static, everything's sticking to it. So I've learnt this year that I've left making cards way too late. I did make some Christmas cards and I've given them out, but I don't think I've made enough. So there you go, that's going to just stick down the bottom like that. I've just got to be careful of this side because there's not much of a lip on here at all. So what I'm going to do before I do anything else, there is a little bit of a lip. I'm going to use this glue, strong glue, and just put the slightest amount along here because I don't want any of those sequins coming out, so that can get nice and tacky. In fact, I'll do it for the whole. Just got to make sure there's enough glue there. I rushed a bit when I cut them out. I was excited when I realised what I was going to do, and then I thought, oh, I've got 4 squares there. And I cut in a bit close. So now I'll just put some of this Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue on. And I thought this actually did have shimmery fine glitter in it, and it doesn't. So I was a bit disappointed. Alright, I'm just going to put some of this glue all the way around, making sure there's plenty. There. There we go. That can just sit there and get a little bit tacky while I get the rest of the card organised. So the next step is to put some of this tulle just on the top section. I was thinking of putting it down the bottom as well, but I don't want the sequins to stick and get caught. So I think I'll just stick to the top. If I can find the end, here we go. So, just going to use that side. Roughly bigger scissors, cut a piece to fit, and then I can trim that off once it's stuck down. I love this pink tool. So now I'm just going to I know I'm going to put the tag in the middle. Just grab the tag. I'm going to keep these little ties. So I know it's going to sit in the middle, so I can glue in the middle where you won't see. So I'm going to use some fabric glue and just put a few dots in the middle. There we go. And just stick that down like that. And push that down a little bit. Wipe that off my finger. And just cut off the excess as close as I can without cutting the card. So that's that done. Now I'm going to stick the little tag on there and cut the back off, And I'm not worrying about the hole, the corner of the tag. I'm going to keep that for another project, because I'm embellishing it so you won't see, which is good. So now I'll put a bit more glue. Now I'm using these lines on this mat to sort of centre. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sort of centre it as best I can, and then I can sort of eyeball a little bit better using that as a guide. So I'll put more of this fabric glue on the back of the tag because it's sticking on the tool. And just dot roughly around. I won't worry about the middle because there's some glue coming through. And that should be fine like that. Just stick that down. Okay. So next I'm going to put my hot glue on and plug that in so that can get warm. I can sit over there while we get the shaker organised. So first things first, I'm going to just put something heavy on the corner to keep it down, because I don't want the sequins moving. I'm going to try and keep this aligned with where I can centre things. And I'm going to use some of these pink flower sequins this time in this one. And I think I can put a little bit more in because this is a big shaker case. That one, I'm going to put some blue of the same. If I can get it open. Okay. The blue and pink look so sweet together. A little bit more of that. And I'm going to use some of these seed beads in pink. I'm going to make a roll everywhere, so I'm going to try and put them in the middle. And they make nice sounds too. It adds to the sound of the shaker. Having something a little bit harder and heavy. See how they like to roll. Okay, just need a few of them. And I use these iridescent deer on this card. So I'm going to use the little angels blowing trumpets, I think, on this one. I need to get some little storage containers for all these. They can become very messy. Now I'm just going to lay them down carefully, and I think that should be enough. Now I'm going to get my shaker top and carefully try and align it. Now you might get some glue coming out a little bit. Just push that down. So I think that's going to work. Just run my finger along to pick up any glue, which doesn't matter because we're going to embellish it. Now I'm not going to shake that for a little bit because I don't want any glue coming through on the inside and then the sequins are going to stick to it. So I'll just try and be careful. Now let's embellish the top first, and actually no, the glue's dripping. I'm going to put the pom-poms on. So I'm using pink and blue. I have some of these little tinsel pom-poms in pink and white, which I don't know if I'll use them or not. We'll see how we go, but I'll definitely just use the pink and blue around the shaker. So let's start. Glue guns can get very messy. Okay. So I'll just alternate the colours between the pink and the blue. Try not to burn myself. Geez, I burnt myself so bad a few times with the glue gun to where it blisters. Just got to be careful. That one wants to fly away. So I'm putting the hot glue up against the sides and the bottom of the plastic. I just love crafting. It just takes my mind off of things. I really get in the zone when I craft. It's very therapeutic. And I've made enough room, I've left enough room and put this high enough that I can fit the pom-poms down. This one still fits in the envelope, it's just slightly coming over the edge there, just slightly, but I checked and it fits nicely still. So this one I've just slightly shifted that a little bit higher, just to make sure that I want it to fit in the envelope. So I'm thinking I might have to start wrapping some gifts soon. That always takes a little bit of time. And I'm going to have to start working out a Christmas menu, which most years, being in Australia, it's normally a lot warmer. So we've had just salads, cold meats and salads. My mother-in-law, when she was alive, she obviously she used to have the hot meal, the roasted chicken and veggies, and then the pudding. But I don't know, sometimes it's not so hot, but other times it is, and that's the last thing I want to do is work in a hot kitchen on a hot day. So I think it's easy doing it that way because you can prepare a lot of salads in advance. And last year I think I even roasted the chicken. Oh, that one's going to be... Oh, that's still alright. I roasted the chicken ahead of time, cut it all up and froze it. So all I had to do was thaw it out on that day that we were going to eat it. And it just made my life a lot easier. So I'm not a slave to the kitchen on the day when everyone's around and having fun. I don't want to be tied to the kitchen the whole time. So yeah, I'll probably make a couple of salads, and I might make a trifle for dessert. So let me know what you have planned. I might make trifle and I might make a chopped cherry log. And I should actually make a video for you. I have done that on my ASMR channel a few years back, but I should put that there to share because it's so easy to make. It's just a matter of getting the ingredients and layering them all together. For that chocolate log, cherry log. Okay, nearly there. Hopefully I won't have to change over the... I'll add another glue stick. I'm pushing that right up against the plastic to make sure it's sealed even more. And blue. Last one. There we go. Now, I don't think I'll need the glue gun anymore, so I'll just turn it off and that can cool over there. Okay. So, that is how easy it is. I'm still going to keep it flat. I'm just going to embellish the top section now, which is always fun to do. So I have a bit of ribbon that I cut, and then I just put the tiniest amount of fabric glue on there to sort of make like a little bow. Now I tried using these little hair ties, aren't they cute, around the centre of the bow to squash it together more so you get those pleats, but it's going to be too hard to glue, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to put a little bit of glue underneath, just a little dot, this is good glue, so I don't need a real lot, and just push that down and then put some underneath and glue that down, and I'll just run that along and put that at the top like so. I think I ran it along a little bit too much because I want the ends sort of fluff up a bit like that. There we go. Now it needs a diamante. So what have I got? What's this one? This is what I used on the other. Sort of like a pinky peach. What else do I have? Maybe a blue. Would that be too big? No. I'm fiddling with things and they're coming undone. Stay down. Let's see. Oh. Is there a lighter blue? I think I'll use the blue. So I'll use some more of this fabric glue, just to put a little bit on. And put that down the middle. There we go. That looks cute. And now we need to hide the hole for the tag, so I want to put some of this beautiful eyelash trim that was gifted to me from Soleil underneath first, so just going to cut a little bit off. I have been using all these up in different projects, so just going to stick that down. And put quite a bit on. So this is going to just dry during the day, and by tonight it'll be fine. Just got to be careful with it while everything's drying. So now a flower can go on top of that, and I have this packet of paper flowers that I bought from the Browse-In. That was $4. I've used most of them up, so I might use I'll need some for the bottom, but I might use the pink one for the top. So being material, fabric, wool, whatever, I'll use the fabric glue again, and I'll just stick that right in the middle. Put my beads away, my gems, I mean. I'd hate to drop them all. So if I'm around while it's drying, I'll just come in now and then and check that nothing's lifting, and as it dries and gets tacky, sometimes it'll stick better in an hour or so if it doesn't want to stick right down, but this is going to be no problems, it's just wet. Okay, and I think we need some beads around here as well. some glue and just put some along the bottom and then some on the top of the bow. And I will get my little picker, whatever you call it. I bought that new. You'll see that in the video coming up. Sometimes I pre-record some videos because otherwise I just wouldn't have time. I love this. It's just so much easier than the little wax pencil that I've got, because the problem is it's like a wooden pencil. The inside colour can move, and the same thing happens with this. So I'll be trying to push at some gems to pick them up, and then this disappears like that. So that's why I bought this one. So see how this one goes. So I don't want to get glue on the little pen. They pick up so well. Okay, so that's that side done. I'm just going to carefully spin it around and do the other side. Now what's next? Okay, we need another gemmy, which I'll either use the square pink one, and I can put it down the bottom. On this corner. I'm going to put it in the middle. Or should I use the blue? I think I will use the blue in that one. This is good because it has a very fine nozzle. Let's push that down. There we go. I think that's the top done. Now I want to put some little embellishments around the box, so I'm going to place a flower there. I'll use some of this silicone glue if there's any left. And I've got this little heart that I bought from the browsing too. I think you get about 5 for $4. can that go? That can go there, I think. Right, I'm going to put it down the bottom. Just got to play around with it so you can work out where you want to place it. So that can go there. Now I have 3 flowers left. And I think I'm going to use the pink one, just like this one up here. And this one is almost done. Don't think I'm going to get any more out of that. I just need a little bit. Nope, that's done. It can go in the bin. I just like that because it's a lot thicker. I shall use this glue. I've got another one, but I haven't opened it, so there we go. Okay. There, and you can go mad and do a lot more than that, but that's it. That is how I made that card. So it's quite easy, and I try and use all the packaging where I can. This came in handy, and it's high up already, so you can fit plenty of sequins in there. So I hope you enjoy watching me craft and making this beautiful Disney card. Isn't it cute? So now I have 2. I am happy. I have another one somewhere. I can still make one more using the same plastic top. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're busy crafting away too and having fun. Let me know what you're working on at the moment. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.